Good afternoon, everyone. This is Queenie Clem with Queenie's Book Talk and Reviews, and I am your literary ambassador. And today we have Genie Hermoso on our channel today. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hi, thank you. Thanks for inviting me. Thank you.
Okay, you doing okay today?
Oh, yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm taking this is my lunch break. I'm at work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us about yourself.
I'm a healthcare worker, but I have like a secret identity. At night, I'm a writer. So,
Okay.
yeah, I've written 5 books and it's on Amazon. So yeah, that's like I feel like a superhero for some reason. Like I have, like Clark Kent.
Mhm. How long have you been a published author?
I published since 2019, and I've written 5 books so far. And I think um, I'm working on a trilogy, and I'm working on Love in the Time of the Trump Era book. And I've written books 1 and 2, and I just wanted to know what uh, the election results was gonna
Mhm.
gonna be like before I write it, because it's like semi-autobiographical, but it's like a romantic comedy set in real life. So yeah.
Okay. So, how many books have you published again?
5 books. Oh, I have I'm into romantic comedies,
Mhm.
and but they're contemporary romantic comedies. And I have one about Napa Valley, like love in wine country, or finding love in wine country. And there's Poppy Love. It's like feel good. And then there's also a time travel romance. It's Bullied Ink. So yeah.
Okay. Now tell us all about each one of your 5 books.
Okay, so the trilogy is Love in the Time of the Trump Era. I have 1 and 2 out already, and I'm currently writing book 3. So it's basically about the political climate, like which started in 2016, literally like when Americans started, you know, dividing themselves into camps. Like this is like the Democratic camp and the Republican camp, and it was just amazing, like watching it devolve. So this is so the main character, her name is Alexa, and she falls in love with a Republican, and she's a Democrat. And though so it's like also a love triangle, because there's another guy who's also a Democrat. So it's like it basically talks about the current events, like it's set in real life events and stuff, but the backdrop is real life events. But it's like basically story about romantic relationships, how easy is it to navigate now that there's tribalism, or there was tribalism, but now we're, yeah, we're patching it up. And so book 3 is about the ending. So I just really wanted to know how the election was going to pan out, so that I could literally write the ending. And we'll find out if she ends up with a Republican or a Democrat, because it's a love story. Yeah, but it's sort of based on my real life, on my love story as well. Yes.
Okay. Now, how did your publishing journey go?
My publishing journey, it was synchronistic. Like what happened was I was living in Denver at that time, and I attended a meetup, and I happened to bump into the coordinator was actually a published author, and I've always wanted to be a published author. So I signed up for her class, and she became my book coach. And through her course, she has a course, Making Money with Ebooks. I was just able to know get to know the process of reading books, and also realizing that writing a book isn't enough. That's just part one of the process. It's really marketing the books as well that makes a difference, because I don't know if you've heard that saying, that if a tree falls in the forest and no one's there to hear it, will it make a sound? So if you write a book and no one knows about it, will you have readers? So I'm still actively promoting my books, and it's always marketing, marketing, and marketing. Yes.
How did you select the names of your characters?
The names of my characters, it's based on actually real people. I make cameos. Like I tell my friends, like, "Oh, I'm inspired by you as a person. I'm gonna put you in there," and I ask for permission, and a
Mhm.
lot of them wound up in the books, like with their actual names, you know. Um, and that's how, like, it's because I like contemporary. I write contemporary fiction, so it's always about um, something that's relevant in my life. So that's how I come up with the names. Yeah.
Okay. Do you read book reviews, and how do you feel about bad or good reviews?
I think like especially nowadays, you really have to balance it out, like not be discouraged, like look at it from a standpoint of did they have a point? Because like um, I've had like bad reviews as well, but then I looked at it and was their point valid as well? You know, because there's a lot of people just trolling. You have to have develop a thick skin and also just realize that you're always going to be a work in progress, you know, and not everybody's going to like your books, and some people are going to like your books. And with ebooks right now, you can market literally to people that will be more receptive to your work. And if there's someone that's not receptive to your work, you have to also learn the lesson there. Like, what did I do? What can I do differently next time? So it's always you have to be open minded and you know, I have a thick skin. I can take it. You know, I can take criticism.
What do you do when you're not writing?
When I'm not writing, I have like a podcast. I have YouTube, and I travel. And I have a group of friends that we always brunch every Sunday. I missed it today because I'm at work, but so yeah, I always have things that I do. I'm never like idle. So
Mhm.
when I'm not writing, I'm doing everything, I guess. Yeah. I do too much probably. That's not a good thing.
Yes. What does your family think of your writing career?
Oh, they think like it's amazing. I'm the only writer in the family, and I come from a family of lawyers. So um, I'm the creative one or the rebel in the family that didn't follow in their footsteps. So I think they think it's cool, and I would like to believe that they're proud of me, you know.
Mhm, mhm.
Um, yeah, and it's like it's an accomplishment to write anything, even just one book. It literally is because it's not easy to put your work out there.
Yes, that was my next question. What has been your greatest accomplishment in the literary career, in your literary career?
I think that greatest accomplishment is just putting thoughts and ideas and characters into the written page. Just writing it down because I know I've met a lot of people like they always say like, oh, I want to write a book one day, and then like, why not that one day be today? You know?
What what are your avenues for marketing your book?
I'm trying to learn Amazon, like Amazon ads. I'm gonna try to do Facebook ads. So it's a learning process, but so far I've been using mailing, email marketing,
Mhm.
and you know, like creating the funnels and stuff. So I realized that that really has to be as a writer, you really have to make time for marketing because, as I said, if no one knows about your book, no one's going to read it.
Breathe
So
it.
yeah.
What was one of the most surprising things you learned while writing your books?
One of the surprising things was that it became therapeutic for me because like 2 years ago, uh, I was in a really bad breakup. Like it was
Mhm.
like a long-term relationship that ended, and I realized that writing became an avenue for me to express what I couldn't express because it was a really terrible like breakup. Like um, literally changed my life, you know, because you believe I believe that relationships last forever, or at least, it lasts longer than 5 years. But um, it literally made me realize that writing is somehow therapeutic, and it allowed me to heal. And also in my books, there's a theme. It's about heartbreak, and getting over a heartbreak. So that's the theme, especially in my other book, Finding Love in Wine Country. So she's a divorced woman, and she goes on that holiday without her husband. Um, and I realized the power of humor. That's
Mhm.
why I use romantic comedies, because, like, that's how you heal. Humor can heal people.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are you currently working on right now?
I'm currently working on Love in the Time of the Trump Era, book 3. So as I mentioned, I was just waiting for who was really going to win. And I'm glad I waited, because it was very interesting what happened within the past 2 weeks. And of course, it's going to be in the book. And because I was thinking about just writing it before even the election results and stuff, because I already knew like who was going to win. And you have some idea. I had some idea, but I wanted it to be authentic, like coming from real life. Um, and yeah, definitely the past 2 weeks, it's really gonna be in the book. And it was probably the most interesting.
When did you when did you realize that you wanted to be an author?
Ever since I was a young girl, I wrote books. Like, I literally self-published. I had a printer and gave it out to my friends. I was very creative. I like to paint and draw pictures, and also write. So I think when I was 16 years old or even younger, I was already writing stories, because I was always like imaginative. I was always imagining things in my head, and it was just a way to express myself. So I've always really wanted to be a writer, but taking that action is different. So there's a difference between thinkers and doers. So I realized that I have to really do it, and thinking about it is one step, but actually doing it and accomplishing it is, you know, another step. So yeah.
What do you think makes a good story?
I think what makes a good story, if there's an emotional resonance, and if you can identify with what the characters are going through. So that really makes a good story. It's about humanity, about life. That's why I like contemporary literature, because it's talking about life, the current life right now, like reality. And I think that's what makes it, relevant. Yes.
Okay. How can readers find you and your books?
I'm on Amazon, so look me up on Genie Hermoso, Love in the Time of the Trump Era. You can type it in. I also have a website, www.homeofgenie.com. It's home of, HOMEOF, and Genie, GENIE.com.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to add before we close?
Yeah, I hope people get to read my books and stuff, and it's really fun, and it's feel good, and we deserve to feel good, Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you for coming in today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and thank you very much for the interview as well. I really appreciate it.
All right. This is Queenie Clem with Queenie's Book Talk and Reviews. Happy reading. Bye, y'all.